Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Sheila Bila coming to you with another review of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 6, Episode 22, Not About to Kiki and HaHa. This episode picks up where it left off from last week, where Kiki has said the famous line, "Wanna be mad, get glad, and scratch your." And then she douses the cup of the drink in Tisha's face. And then you have Marceau telling Kimmy that Kiki just threw a drink in Tisha's face, and you need to call the police so they can drug test her. Kiki over there on the outside, chat talking about do it, and all that. And then she talking about, I'm not dealing with this. And she was just like, yep, because where there's smoke, there's fire. Because she bringing up, when she's saying that Marceau cheated and all that stuff. But she's telling me, where there's smoke, there's fire. Now, mind y'all, she got that from Melody. We know that, right? Okay, cool. So, Melody is walking out because she's going to go outside and she's going to talk to Kiki. And as she's walking out, she tells Maurice, I'm sorry this happened in your home. Yeah, that's why I don't invite folks to mine. I said, okay, Mel, don't invite nobody to your house. And so Kiki's in her confessional and she said, y'all can drug test me y'all want, but he need to take a lie detector test or whatever. So Melody's outside and they're all outside, but Melody pulls Kiki over to the side before she get ready to leave, and she's telling Kiki to calm down, what happened, because Melody is trying to figure out what's going on. She said, I saw the end of it, I didn't see everything, right? So she's just like, what did she do to you? Did she say anything to you? Did she do anything to you? No. Kiki said, no, she didn't say nothing to me. She didn't touch me. She just disrespected me by ignoring me. And she's just like, oh, so you threw a drink on her because she ignored you? She was just like, yeah. And Melody said, so pretty much that was wrong. What could you have done to prevent that? Or she said, and then Kiki said, well, I would have matched her energy, meaning when she didn't say anything to me, I would in return have not said anything to her, right? So I'm going to continue this conversation because when they was outside talking to Kiki, they was also talking to Tisha, but I'm going to finish up the conversation when they were outside. And Melody was still trying to understand what was going on with why was there so much tension? Like because Melody feels like she's missing something. Like, what is it? Like, why did you really do that? Kiki was talking about she's done. She's done. She been putting up with Tisha for all these years. Kiki is really making it seem like Tisha been getting on her nerves. And that's the part I really? So Tisha been getting on your nerves. Tisha been calling you at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, having you to come and help her out. So Tisha called you to help you get into a rehab. So Tisha called you because, well, like Kiki said, that she went in front of Tisha's yard and cussing her out and trying to fight her while she's pregnant. So Tisha did all these things to you over the years and you just can't take it. Oh, okay. Okay, because from my recollection, from everything that's been going on, you were the one that has constantly been coming to Tisha with your problems. And it's like now she's really trying to let you live your life. And it's almost like you can't take it. You trying to find a way to get back into Tisha's face. And Tisha's ignoring you in life and out of life, on the show and off the show, and you can't take it. You don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? You don't know how to deal with it. And then Melody brings up, to Ami, I understand you mad, but dang, Marceau is your maternity brother. He said, I don't care nothing about that. I don't care, because ain't nobody gonna be disrespecting the wife and all that stuff. And so I'm just like, okay, whatever. But they finna get ready to leave and all that. And that pretty much happened outside. And then you have Letitia inside. She trying to dry off that little bitty shirt. And she just telling Kimmy, because Kimmy trying to understand, like, what's going on with her. Kiki came in on 10. Like, she came in upset. Like I told y'all last episode. Kiki came there with a battery in her back. And when she had that sit down with Melody really did gas her up. Even though Melody wasn't just being, like, overly shady, or she wasn't being overly, messy, but she still was gassing Kiki. Like, girl, yeah, you need to talk to her. Yeah, you need to do this and sit in all this other stuff. Ooh. Because, yeah, like T said in my marriage, that smoke, that's fire. And we see here, Keke reiterated the same words that Melody told her that Tisha said about her. So yeah, Keke came there on one. Keke came there to confront Tisha, regardless if if it's true or not. She came there to confront Tisha. Period. And when Tisha wasn't giving her what she wanted, child, she dumped her in the rib in the cup. Anyway, so that's pretty much what that was when she was just talking about the whole marriage situation and wasn't nobody really trying to hear about their marriage. And then this is the thing too. I'll talk about it later. All right, so they all sit down and then you have Tiffany. Tiffany comes in right with her baby Ace. And I was like, girl, okay. I mean, she needed to make her money on this show, which she really was not needed because I didn't even really hear her say but like a few words. So everybody happy to see Tiffany and the baby or whatever. And Jalen pulls up with Kimmy's Rubicon Jeep. So they over there talking about what was going on. And Kimmy is just like, because when Jalen is pulling up in the yard, because I was like, who is this pulling up in their yard on their grass like that? Like, you don't be driving on folks' good grass. Like, no. And then she was like, that's for me. That's for me. Like, she gets up, she was like, that's for me. And I was just like, oh, that is a Jeep. You know, she was like, that's mine, that's mine. And she was so happy. And she was like, forget all this dumb stuff. I got my Jeep because that's what she wanted. So she get in the Jeep. She's revving the engine. Y'all hear that? They always sound good. Yeah, got this type of engine, that type of engine or whatever. I don't know nothing about no car. I just like them cute and they run. And if I get a flat or something, I can call somebody to come fix it. That's what I like about cars. Kimmy calls her friend over there because apparently her friend got a Jeep. Maybe they in some type of Jeep club. I don't know, because my sister-in-law, she got a Jeep too. And she in a Jeep club. And the cutest thing that they do, they put ducks. Like, if you got a Jeep and it's nice, they put ducks. Like, on your Jeep, they'll say, you been ducked. I said, don't nobody do that for my car. I ain't walked outside and got no duck. I ain't got no elephant little thing. I ain't got nothing. Yeah, I just... anyway, it is what it is. So yeah, I just think that's cute. And child, Kimmy, she done took the hood off. She done took the top off, and she's standing on her seat outside the top, and she just like, hey, what up, though? You know what I'm saying? And she talking about, you don't hear me though. You don't hear me though. Child, what Melody over there talking about? Act bad, act bad. Act bad, act bad, act bad. I said, girl, what is... Was Mel trying to twerk? Did y'all see that? I said, Mel, did you move your back or your leg? Like, what the... Act bad, act bad. I said, child, this is one big mess. Okay, anyway, everybody happy. Everybody happy for Kimmy. Child, Kimmy done left the whole party. She done drove off. Because she don't got time to be fooling with them, what they got going on. She went ahead and left, right? So now, Cousin Courtney has entered the scene. So, Cousin Courtney is there. And Tisha tells her cousin Courtney, you know your cousin threw a drink on me. And Courtney is trying to understand, like, what? Because apparently Keke has already talked to Courtney about the incident that happened. So, of course, whomever is telling a story, they're going to tell it their way. So, Courtney says, oh, yeah, because she brought up the rumors. And Tisha's like, but we've been having rumors for 5 years now. That really gives her no reason to do that or whatever. And then Courtney says that she said that you needed to check Marceau. And Tisha just like, why I gotta check Marceau? That's when she said, we've been having rumors for 5 years and really ain't nothing come out. So at the end of the day, she gonna ride with her husband, because if ain't nothing came out, then it is what it is. And Tiffany was saying, in the background, she ain't got nothing to lose. And Tisha was like, yeah, because I'm not about to fight over nothing because I got too much to lose. What I look like doing it? She didn't want to do that. And then Tisha said they talked about that a month ago. Marceau said that Tisha and him and Tisha talked to the guy that Keke reached out to find out information. Now, they both saying the same thing at the same time. Now, I'm more inclined to believe Tisha and Marceau. I'm inclined to believe that Keke was going out here trying to get information about Marceau cheating. And yeah, and the dude reached out to them to say, hey, your cousin called me. I don't know what's going on, but I'm getting hit up by your cousin and I don't understand why. And they said they talked to the dude and they said it was all on Keke. And that's when they was like, oh, well, we hearing two different things. She telling me this thing and Courtney was like, well, I'm hearing two different stories. And Marceau was like, well, okay. Because it's almost like Courtney didn't want to believe. Courtney didn't want to believe. I don't even know if she didn't want to believe that Keke was lying. I just feel like maybe she didn't want to make Keke look bad. Because Tisha said, now you know that Keke be lying. And Marceau brings up, yes, she lying. She lies all the time. We literally see her on Crime Stoppers and she telling us that ain't her. Like, come on. And yeah, and so and then again, Tisha was saying all this stuff that she ain't worried, she gonna believe her husband. She ain't got time for all that stuff. Melody gets in her confessional and she says, well, Tisha gonna believe whatever she wants to believe. Now, but Tisha can't get mad because we don't believe what she believed when it comes to her marriage. And that's fair. You know what I'm saying? That's fair. And Letitia said that my mama always said, if you lie, you will steal. If you steal, you will kill. And that's why I ain't around. I said, well, all right then. Don't be around. And Melody said, now she's trying to understand what was going on with Ahmed. And she was like, what was going on with Ahmed? Because Melody said she seen at the ending part when, Ahmed was trying to run down Marceau. And Marceau said, oh, yeah, it's because I said that his wife was on drugs. And they was like, oh, man, you said that. He was like, yeah, because his wife just threw this water on my wife or this drink on my wife. And I wanted to get under Ahmed's skin. So, yeah, I said his wife do drugs. And also, I can't get at Keke. I'm going to get at the wife. You know what I'm saying? And that makes so much sense. Like, he not about to fight with Keke. He said, but yeah, I'm about to fight with this man. And I look at it like this. I don't care what y'all say. I look at it like this. They had a pact. Don't bring up my marriage. I won't say nothing about you. You don't say nothing about me. We good. I ain't heard Letitia bring up nothing. When that Crime Stoppers happened, the only thing she said, well, I hope she's not on drugs. That is a rational thing to say. Period. If you know a person has a past, years and years of a past of doing drugs, and you see them doing something, stealing out of a store, yeah, you gonna say, man, I hope she ain't back on drugs. She didn't go into no detail. She didn't go into nothing. She said, I just talked to her about it later. She didn't get into no depths, no nothing like that on TV. Keke went and got on TV and said, name names, places, events, people, dogs, cats, horns, trains, and all of this stuff. So I don't blame them not one bit for bringing up this girl's drug addiction. It is what it is. She got a drug addiction. Period. It is what it is. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. And you put my marriage out there again on some old rumors, and then you get mad that I don't talk to you, and you throw some drink in my face, and you expect me to be hush hush about what you got going on. Child, bye. This is war. This is war. We into it. Period. And then Stormy says, also, is that what you did to Courtney? When you brought up, whatever, because they started talking about the whole B comment. And the thing about this is, Stormy, you should have not called that man a B. Period. You should not have. Because if that man would have came back and called you out your name, then you put your husband in a situation to be fighting this man. And that ain't cool. That is not cool. Stormy's whole thing is, only thing he could have said was, don't call me that no more. Don't say I'm a big B. He can say whatever he want to say because you sitting over there poking at him, telling him what he is. So he said, I tried to aggravate you even more by just accepting your comment and laughing in your face. And that did make her feel a type of way because she kept saying it. So what? And they want to get mad at him because he said, okay, well, I am. You should know that. It's like you want your husband to fight this man. And Marceau said, you writing checks for your husband to cash. And then for some reason, Stormy really think the husband fight. I ain't never saw Courtney fight. I ain't never saw it, right? But she said, so what you would have did if he would have said stand up? He said, I would have stood up. What you mean? It is what it is, Stormy. Everybody ain't finna be bullied. Like, not even say bully, but ain't nobody finna be no buster. Like, you just can't, well, what you gonna do if you... So I would have stood up. Point blank, period. Who are you? Who are you and who is your husband? The same energy you putting over there, they gonna give it back to you. And then Martell says, and I don't think that it's right for no man, for no woman to call they husband a beat and the wife don't say nothing. Or whatever. And I was like, yep, you right about that. Because you not finna sit up and call my man nothing. Period. And that's why, and Marceau then in return, when they had that whole town hall meeting, Marceau didn't call Courtney no B. He called him Mrs. Steele. Child, I didn't know, I thought both of them last name was Steele. I was on them on that. But anyway. So yeah, so I'm just like, what? Come on, y'all, make it make sense. You can't do what you want to do and say what you want to say and expect for nobody to say nothing back. That is not cool. And I don't, Keke the same way. You think you could just say whatever you want to say, don't nobody say nothing back. No, that's not how life works. No, that's not how life works. Anyway, so, yeah, so they got all off in there. And Stormy says that I won't call him that no more because, I mean, you ain't really got no right to. And then that's Tisha said, do you owe Marceau an apology? She said, no. She said, I won't call him. I won't apologize because that's how she feels he act. All right. So then, Mel, she gets up and she leaves, right? Oh, also too, they brought up Amid. They said, I hate that my Amid had got into that because they said they love Amid. You know, Tisha said, I like Amid. I love Amid. Or whatever. I do have to bring that up because that's going to come up later. Ooh, y'all had to get some water. Okay, so after Mel leaves, Kimmy directs this question. She directs this question. I think was it to Courtney. She said, "Do you still think that Kiki is on drugs?" Because Kimmy said when I hugged Kiki, she was tremoring. When she hugged her, like she was tremoring. And Courtney was like, well, I don't know if she's on drugs. She said she really hasn't saw any, I guess, really, telltale signs, I guess, abrasive behavior. But she did say she be having the sweats and stuff like that. And I was like, girl, that could be menopause. I don't even know if there's drugs, but, you know, yeah. There could be menopause because she is getting older. Anyway, so yeah, but she do be sweating a lot, child. I don't know. Maybe that could be one of them. If you are having cold sweats in the heat, then that's a sign of drugs. What is it? Side effects? Anyway, so hold on. Is this it? Okay, so Marceau says, raise your hand, because they started talking about Kiki and her being on drugs. And they said, raise your hand if, hold on, let me see if I skip something. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and Marceau says, raise your hand if you have picked up Kiki at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Raise your hand if you have talked to her for however many hours on the phone about getting better. Raise your hand. All these different things. Pretty much they're pointing out everything that they have done for Kiki, right? And Marceau says, he said it best. He said, hurt people hurt people. He said, but don't get mad when a hurt person hate a person. Hold on. He said, hurt people. But don't get mad when you get hurt back. When the people that's hurt the people, and then the people that got hurt hurt the people that hurt them back. And that's true. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't no. And Stormy says that she thinks that Keke is clean. Well, in recovery. And that's what Marcel said. Well, have you ever seen somebody on drugs? And she said, yeah, her best friend that used to babysit her kid. And Marcel said, where is she now? And Stormy kind of starts to stutter. He said, no, answer the question. Where is she now? And that's when Stormy gets up and walked off and she started crying and all that stuff. And they have this whole moment. So Marcel goes over there and apologizes. And he was just like, you know what I'm saying? I do apologize. You know, I know this was a sensitive topic. I'm not going to laugh about it because you're going through this or whatever. And, yeah, but Courtney is over there as well. She is taking more of, they shouldn't be laughing about Keke, da 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 da. But I look at it like this: ain't nobody just sitting over here and laughing about Keke. It's almost like a venting session because these people didn't do nothing to Keke. Keke came over there with all this heat, so you can't get mad when people have a reaction. I mean, like, okay, just a little bit of my story. I have a family member that's on drugs, that's been on drugs dang near all my life, and I'm 41. That's all I've known him to be on drugs. This man has lived with us. He slept on, our couch. He done stole all our TVs. He stole our video game, every new Sega Genesis. Now this is telling my age. Sega Genesis, Super Mario, Nintendo, child. He stole them all. You know what I'm saying? What do you do in them situations? You can help a person and help a person and help a person. My mom and my dad has helped this person over and over again. To other family members have hurt this person. And I love to death my family. I love to death. Like, that's the reason why I even named my channel Sheila Beela, because he called me, hey, Sheila Beela, because he called me that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but we can't help you no more. We can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't. You got to journey this on your own. This is your journey. You got to do this on your own. But, my family member, he wasn't going around talking noise and trash. He just, take all the stuff in your house. You just come home, you ain't got no teeth. You just come home and you ain't got no TV. He took it. Tell me he took our TV. That's neither here nor there. But I love him. If I see him today, I give him $2-3. I mean, it is what it is. Shoot. So yeah. But anyway, I mean, it's like, it's normal now. It is. But so Marcel go over there talking about he's sorry and all this stuff and all that. And then they have some more conversation. They bring up some more about Keke lying and all that. And the only reason, what did they say? Oh, and Tisha says the only reason why she even has a relationship with Keke is because she promised Courtney, her cousin Courtney, that she would have that relationship with her. And she promised the other family members that she would have a relationship with her. But then when she started, talking about her marriage, and when she started spreading these rumors and them lies, then Tisha was just like, I'm not fooling with her no more. Period. I'm not fooling with her. And Marcel keeps saying, Keke wants Tisha's life. I mean, what else can you say? So now you have them, they out working out. Courtney Martell and Chris Fletcher. They out, they bring up the barbecue. Apparently, I guess Courtney want to get down to 245, 250 pounds. Courtney a tall dude, so that'll look real slim on him. And yeah, they said that Chris Fletcher said that Keke doused the water on her, looked like she got dumped in a swimming pool. They kind of laugh about that. And Courtney says that, you got to watch Marcel because he always picking at his wife and all that stuff. And, but again, your wife be picking at him. I'm like, Courtney, why you don't see what your wife doing? You don't see nothing that your wife doing. It's all Marcel's fault. Now, I understand that $100 situation, but that $100 situation wasn't even no situation like that. That wasn't even nothing. But your wife saying this extra stuff, but if he would have said that about you know what I'm saying? Said something back then, whatever. I haven't talked about it enough. And Martell brings up, you can't call the man no B and think that it's cool. And then Courtney just like, well, my wife will be all right. Okay, whatever. You brush it off. You think that's cool or whatever. It is what it is. Then they bring up a conversation about Martell being in the house. When you getting out, he said he got like 28 days. Child, this done went from 3 days to 6 days to 8 days to 28 days. Fletcher said you need to get up at the house. I don't care where you go. You can go to Chateau Sherelle. You can go down to Melanie house on the hill. You just need to get up out of there. Then they brings up the fact that Courtney and Chris Fletcher might be relatives because they come from a town called Trayana. It ain't but like 20 people down there. And Fletcher said that Trayana on the map. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, so this is the ending of this episode. Keke, she's at her storage unit, right? And she's at her storage unit because they are moving. They get another house because their oldest son, I think his name is Amir. He is he's really good in sports. And I guess they trying to put him in a better school where he can be better utilized. But you know what? That makes sense because my son was really, really good in sports too. And they really didn't utilize him the way that they should have until his 12th grade year. And by that time, he didn't have enough what they call it, like data scores or whatever for a lot of colleges to recognize him. He like a lot of little JUCOs recognize him, but the main colleges, even though my son got player of the week, this ain't about my son, but he was really, really good. He got player of the week. He was in the newspapers and everything, but he didn't have enough charting, like enough footage and stuff just that could carry him to the next level. So it is what it is. And then that is good that you putting your son somewhere where they can better utilize him. And the younger you do it, the better. So that way people can put eyes on him early and watch him as he grows throughout the years. And we should have did that, but hindsight 2020. Yeah, so they getting the stuff out the storage and they're waiting on Mel to come up there because Mel ended up calling Kiki on the phone. Where you at, girl? We over here at the storage. All right, well, come on by. Can I come by? Yeah, woo woo. They get over there. And Mel brings up the whole barbecue situation again, and they still feel like they've been disrespected, the lies, and all this other stuff. Mel was trying to figure out what was going on with Ami because she never seen Ami so upset. And she brings up the fact that Letitia was like, I like him. Ami was like, no, they don't like me. And Kiki said they ain't liked him since Tisha ain't liked Amit ever since they've been dating. And Melody do that. Ooh, what? Ow, what? But you know what? That's he say, she said. I mean, because the way Tisha said it, it seemed like she really did care about Amit. But when you got ups and downs with the spouse, then 9 times out of 10, the other spouse gonna ride with the spouse, whether it's the husband or wife. Most times they gonna ride together. So it is what it is, especially when somebody don't like somebody, except for in Letitia's and Marceau's case, because you got that woman calling your husband out of his name and you sitting over there. It is what it is. So Melody said that Melody tries to give perspective on the situation. So she's like, okay, now what if somebody, threw a drink on your wife? What would you do in that situation? Like, because she's trying to explain to him that's the reason why Marceau has stepped in. And he was like, well, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about the reason why Marceau stepped in. It's just the fact that what he said about the whole drug testing thing and his wife and all that stuff. And he said that wasn't cool. Like, that's something that he said premeditated. I guess something that he's been wanting to say, but he's never said it before. So I guess he waited until Mad Day to bring up his wife having a drug issue. But I keep saying the same thing over and over. Your wife started it. Your wife started it. Okay. It is what it is. And then Melody says, oh yeah, they bring up the whole flashback when Amit and Marceau had got into it back in the day. about, Keke bringing up the man cheating, and So said, bring it up. I'll burn this whole thing down. They bring that up. And so now this is the part. This is the part that got me, right? Because Keke said that, no, Melody says, it wasn't cool with you throwing drinks. Because she said, I threw drinks, but you throw drinks. Like, you had that girl, like, wet. And Keke said, I'm trying to get it right. She said that she wished she could check her psyche to stop what she did. And then Melody brings up therapy. And Keke said, yeah, I'm doing therapy. Well, I just started therapy. So, I guess she's a work in process when it comes to therapy. And then Keke said that she doesn't have remorse for where they are right now, but she does have remorse for what she did. Like, she should never threw that drink on her. So Melody just like, you know what? I'm so proud of you, Keke. I done seen your progress. I done do this. So she big up in Keke right now, right? And so she said, see, cause I know you. Cause she been talking to her on the phone. So she said, cause you're good. And Keke talking about, yep. She's talking about, and you're clean. And Keke over there talking about, yep. And you're on your game. And Keke like, yep. And then she said, and this is what we gonna do, because we gonna show them. We gonna show them. We gonna take a lie. Let's take a lie detector test. And Keke said, huh? I got one in my car right now. Keke said, oh. Girl, Keke, what you got? That was so funny to me. I said, Keke, what happened to you shaking your head? Yep, you good, you clean, you this thing. Yep, I sure lamb. Take a lot of take the test. Hold on, wait. I just started therapy. Oh, that's funny to me, child. I'm like, Keke, girl. Then she gonna say in the preview, I ain't got proof none of them. I take a lot of take the test. When he go and take a drug, he said, I take a drug test. When you go and take a lie detector test or whatever. Because Melanie brought up, let's take a drug test. I said, Keke don't want to take no drug test. So don't. Did I say drug test in the beginning? Yeah, take a drug test. Yeah. So anyway, we gonna see if Keke gonna take this drug test. But she talking about she ain't gonna take one until Marceau take a lie detector test. So I guess, child, Keke, you better cash that check, cause that your mouth trying to cash, child, cause you run around here talking about everybody else and throwing up everybody else's business. Let's get into your business. Come on, let's get up into what you got going on. While you trying to throw everybody else business in the street, then you sitting over here telling Stormy that Letitia talking about the products and all that stuff. I was like, now if Letitia is talking about down in Stormy's products to you, Keke Tisha better be smarter than that. I'm like, really? I really don't believe it, but it is what it is. Y'all, this should be. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this episode. I mean, do y'all think that Keke really gonna take a drug test? And she gonna take a drug test? Do you think that? I believe that. You know what, Marceau? I believe that Marceau is so, because you can actually pass a lie detector test, but you ain't passing no drug test. Not like that. And especially because she says she takes methadone. She takes opioids anyway. The methadone, because that's a opioid. Child. Yeah, that's an opioid. So if they were to test her right now, she'll fail it. So, I mean, it is what it is. Y'all, yeah, don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this episode. I'll holla. Bye.